Okay, and we're back. This time, just got something small I wanted to talk about, and I think what's really interesting is the Eric Swalwell situation. Now, for those of you that don't know, Democratic Representative Eric Swalwell um, has been in the midst for a while of sexual assault allegations from a numerous amount of women, and I think it all came to a head with this, or came to a heel, I guess that's what the expression is. um, uh, I would imagine last week, with one of the latest scandals that he had, but as of today, this Monday, he decided that he was going to go ahead and resign his seat, or resign from his position, and therefore vacating his seat. Now, I don't condone what he does or anything like that, and I'm not saying that he deserves to be there or anything like that. The only thing that I look at is now there's an empty seat, and I'm hoping that it would be filled by a progressive, but we just don't know. I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. And so now, in the midst of all of this, I find it. This is where This is where I go a little upset, got a little tingle in balls, man, because this shit hurt. Like, okay, so first off, you had Nancy Pelosi. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't think she was still. I didn't think she was still up here with us. If you know what I mean. I mean, you haven't heard anything from her since Trumpster Fire got back into office. You really haven't heard much from her at all. And I just thought it was interesting and so funny that, she could, she's on this whole board with, yeah, he needs to go and this, that, and the other. And, to vacate him. And it's like, well, okay, how come you guys, all right, I'm not going to get to that yet. You also had her, along with her, you had Representative Pramila Jayapal, who was, basically saying, hey, we believe women. And, I understand because, and this is something, an issue that I have with MAGA swallowers, female MAGA swallowers, because, they'll see all of these allegations, sexual assault allegations and whatnot from Trump, and, they'll want to blame the women. And it's like, wait, what? You are a woman and you're saying that. And then, they'll tell you, because honestly, that's what these women are thinking, that, all these women are just doing it for money and power, because that's what they would do. Those people that are telling, well, I don't believe those women, they did all this and that and the other. That's because they're telling you that that's what they would have done. Now, a more logical, a more appropriate, a more thought-conscious person, someone who was really serious about what they were saying, they're not going to support that at all. They're not going to sit there and be like, okay, well, I understand that, women might do this for nefarious reasons, which, I mean, that has been the case. Nobody is arguing that at all. But it's just not like that for most people, because you do have... I mean, you have these men. Apparently, Swalwell, he was very proud of his swaller. Well, I am horrible at jokes. Forgive me. But often always trying to show it to women and saying, hey, since it's out there, why not? Yeah. Sorry. If you guys have been watching my episodes, I like to make fun of Trump, but more importantly, I like to make fun of the noises and the actions that he does. But I get it, man. Like, I get it. And to hear him say, so in his response, because, all right, here's someone, honestly, she needs a reality slap, bad, because you had, she's a representative, Napoleon Luna is a horrible, shitty person. She is a horrible person. She was basically trying to call for his expulsion. Hey, yeah, we want to make him look bad and get him out. Yeah, right? And now, I get it. I don't, but I do. All right, I can understand kind of what he's trying to say, but then again, bro, and it's not really the best thing you should have said. But, Swalwell, he interjected with that by saying that, per his words, he said that it's wrong to expel members without due process, but he was just going to resign. It's not to cause a distraction, because once again, this now puts things back into perspective when it comes to Trump. Now, here's the thing that I want to ask Miss Luna, are you feeling the same way about Trump? There's so many allegations. There's so many stories. You try telling me that all of them are fake? Now, if you can go after Swalwell, and like Swalwell isn't that guy who's going to be like Trump and go out in public and say, hey, look me, you swear your babies. Yeah, look, hey me, I'm rich, come do me. Yeah. No, he's not doing that. He had the whole issue with being the honeypot, with the Russian, they say the Russian asset, all that kind of stuff. I get it. He thought he's a pretty boy. He's a representative. He's making money. He's in charge of the country, helping to make the law. Well, he doesn't help make laws, but, help codify laws and stuff like that. So, that's our fault because we put too much on them and we now treat our politicians as if they are entertainers. And that's not the case. That is definitely not the case. I bet you if they had a normal salary, let's say, be honest, be generous with them and say, we'll give you an $80,000 salary. How many of those people do you think will still be there? We go with maybe a percentage, 1% might still be there because those would be the progressives that actually really want to do something. But I don't know, man. I think that we just immortalized them way too much that we're having these types of issues because of that. But Miss Luna, I'm so serious. Is this thing on? Hello, Miss Luna, go fuck yourself. Okay, because you don't want to hold Trump to that same account. You don't want to say that he needs to go, and he's got more allegations than Swalwell has hair strands. Okay. So I'm just not, I don't know what to, I understand where he's going at, and hey man, bow out. Okay, I got you. We don't need you there if you're going to be that kind of a person and you have that lengthy kind of rap sheet. Alternatively though, can we do the same for Trump? The Epstein files are still out there, still being read through. Now I just see that, there were lots of reports that are not going, not getting out there anymore. They're not talking about it as much because, war. That's basically all we're doing. So I think this and then the Melania Trump, I think those two situations right there has now put Epstein back in, the limelight and purview, and I don't know, America, where do we go from here? Where do we go through here, from here? I mean, is there... I don't know. And I mean, to think you've got, I can't even think of his name now. It's so crazy. MAGA people that I just, everybody knows who they are. Mark Levin, that's it. I just can't stand them so much that my mind, just dumps their names out. I just can't handle all that much stuff. These people are so full of crap that I can only hold so much information and I can't retain names because... they're just disgusting people. But you had people like Mark Levin that's out here, saying that the people of Iran should arm themselves in order to fight their regime. Right. And so what about here? We're armed. Should we not be fighting the regime? Because exactly what they're doing, we're doing, just not on, we are not seeing soldiers yet out in the streets just mass executing people. We're not seeing that yet. But we have seen, masked government thugs running around executing people. He has taken away healthcare, childcare. What did he say? Oh, healthcare, childcare, education, all that should be it should be on the states, man. We don't have time as the government. The thing that we're supposed to do, we don't have time for it. Now we got to worry about war. Yeah, he's so worried about war that when there's supposed to be these ceasefire talks, he goes to a UFC fight to gay up some guy. I mean, you gotta watch my last episode, which might be up here somewhere. I don't know. But it tells you all about what I think of this guy and how closet gay this guy is. And I mean, I think of all of them as closeted gay. And the reason why you don't see Vance, sticking up for his family and all that kind of stuff, because he really doesn't care about him. I don't even know how he got her pregnant. I understand, how biologically it works, but I don't know how JD Vance could do that. Maybe because it was on the couch, and what she did was she slid down just enough so that the couch cushions were right there, and then, she was just let me stop. Anyways, if you don't like what I gotta say, fuck it. hit the like button. If you do like what I gotta say, fuck it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Please. That lets me know that I need to keep doing what I'm doing and talking about the way I'm talking and about who I'm talking about. So as always, man, I appreciate the love, the support, everything that I have gotten from everyone. And that's pretty much it, man. Enjoy yourself. It's a doozy.